position, quietly if possible.
Greetings and salutations. This is MazezRealm once again, and this is officially my first Ghost Recon Future Soldier commentary. And in this commentary, I am going to be covering the all new to the franchise game mode Guerrilla. Now, in this game mode, enemies come at you in waves, and there are a total of 50 waves. So it is a pretty intense game mode. It is basically based around holding down a specific area and making sure that the enemy does not overrun that area, and then taking out all the enemies per wave. So it is a mode that gets crazy very, very fast, and it is a type of game mode that has a lot of life to it, so you could play it over and over again and have a lot of fun. Now, you could play this cooperatively with up to 4 of your friends, and it makes it a lot easier to hold down areas for the first few waves, but then, of course, it gets difficult either way, because enemies are very, very smart in this game. The AI is very, very good. So if you're familiar with Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, which was a game that came out 5 years ago, they had a lot of mechanics that carry over to this game, except that they were very much perfected and improved very, very well. They have weapon customization in this game unlike any other that I've ever seen in any game. I mean, you could literally edit your weapon down to the trigger, the muzzle, the barrel, the gas, basically the gas operation system on the weapon. You could do all of this stuff, and there's just endless possibilities to make your gun better. And they just really made this game unbelievably epic. I just can't say enough about it. But this particular gameplay is going to go over more of the tactics that you should use in the Guerrilla mode, and all those other things that I just mentioned will you'll be able to see those firsthand when I do more commentaries on those particular features of the game. But for now, I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on what you can expect and what you can do in this Guerrilla mode to basically dominate the waves. Now, as you see here, I am by myself, which makes this a whole lot more difficult to do well in. But it's still a lot of fun, and I actually got gameplay of the first 4 waves of this game mode. So hope you guys enjoy. Now, as you can see, the cloaking in this game is very fluid, but it only takes place when you crouch down or prone. And the way you uncloak is by standing up, or if you're under fire, that is another way that your cloaking will be deactivated. So don't think that you can walk around undetected the whole time and just fire on your enemies. It really does help. The cloaking helps a lot if you're sneaking up behind an enemy and performing a melee kill by holding X on your opponent. That is a very useful way of using the cloak. If you find yourself around a bunch of enemies, mark them using the right bumper. Now, marking these enemies will help you figure out which way you want to engage them and how you want to engage them. Now, the cool thing about marking enemies in Guerrilla mode is that if you're playing with a certain amount of your friends, whichever enemies you mark, you can simultaneously take them out when you have the kill shots lined up. So if you're familiar with Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction, you are familiar with that type of execution type of marking on your targets, or targeting of the targets. So they basically transitioned that type of gameplay onto Ghost Recon Future Soldier, but with a little bit more of a twist. The lineup shots, you can actually line up the shots to their head, to their heart, or to vital areas, excuse me, that will eliminate the enemy the quickest way possible. Now, when you're playing this mode by yourself, the taking down of the enemies works the same way. The only thing is, you've got no backup, so you only can take out one enemy at a time, obviously. Unless if you line up the enemies for a double headshot or a triple headshot, which is possible and achievable in this game as well. And as you see here, these enemies are very, very aggressive, and this is actually on the recruit difficulty, just for purposes of actually getting decent enough gameplay. I decided to basically use it, or play this level on the recruit difficulty. And you can see here that the enemy is actually very aggressive even on the recruit difficulty. They are very aware of their surroundings. They will run away from grenades, and they will definitely flank you and close in on you. So it's pretty intense. The AI in this game is actually very, very, and it makes the game a lot more difficult and based more on individual skill than anything else. It's not just run and gun. You have to pick your shots, and it's just amazing. It's very, very, very good. The hit detection is also very, very good in this game. So it's even though it is difficult, it makes it so that if you are very accurate with your shots, you can take out the enemies very well. So now you see here that after each wave, you've got equipment drops and a little bit of an intermission time where you can set yourself up with claymores or incendiary grenades or frag grenades, resupply on your ammunition, and basically set up on the headquarters here. As you see here, I am actually setting up claymores for the enemy to booby trap them, basically. And as you see, when you're laying down claymores in this game, it shows you the blast radius in red of where your enemy is going to be when you rip the claymore mines. So that is another good thing to keep in mind. Another thing is that incendiary grenades, as you saw there, are more of a stealthy type of takedown, because it doesn't have a massive blast radius and the sound is very muffled. It just incinerates your enemy, and that's basically how it works. So those are very good if you're, for example, a scout sniper and you are concealed in an area at a longer range and you have a bunch of enemies that are near you. Throw an incendiary grenade, or have a teammate throw an incendiary grenade, and take out the enemies for you, and help you out in that way. This game is based thoroughly on teamwork. It's obvious that this game is based on teamwork just because they have a co-op campaign, and all their modes are cooperative. So that is a that you have to take into Ghost Recon Future Soldier if you want to be successful. So, I mean, basically, these are the things you have to keep in mind for this game, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this Guerrilla mode as I did, and you'll have hours of fun with your friends, for sure. And there's just a lot of different things that I'm going to be delving into in this particular game, so definitely stay tuned for my next episodes on Ghost Recon Future Soldier, and until next time, this has been MazezRealm. I am out.